I just got done watching From, and it's episode it's season 3, episode 6, and it's called Scar Tissue. Not much went on in this one this time. What I love about this show is that you have character developments. This is one of those shows where they introduce you to you just get to know the characters a little bit more. Victor is walking around with his dad. He takes him down. He takes him down this tunnel where all these things live, and they only come out at night. But his dad wanted to go with him because him and his dad just got reunited in the last episode, right? And so they was doing that part, and then that one guy who's pretty smart, he's trying to figure out what's going on with those bottles. And meantime, that one chick that's supposed to be pregnant, is eating all that rotten food. They find that those two nurse chicks that's together, they find the ultrasound in that, that ambulance. And so they talk her into going down and doing an ultrasound. Come find out she's not pregnant at all. But then that one kid that's having these dreams about this woman saying, help me. She's saying, help me, or I can help you. He took a picture of that pregnant chick that's married to Boyd's son. And I think that's her, like, messed up because she's been eating rotten food. And then there's a part where she comes in the vision and says, I can help you. Let me help you. But then earlier she said, I need, help me. But it's like Boyd's son's wife all messed up and she's all, I was like, what's going on here? This is an excellent show, man. This is another one of those shows where there's so much out there that you have to watch, and I just think a lot of people just doesn't know what this show is, And again, I talked to a guy at work. He said he wants to wait on it. He said him and his wife watched the last 2 episodes, and he said that him and his wife is going to wait till all the seasons is over. I think there's 8 episodes. I only got 2 more left, I think. How many episodes is in here? I think it's 8. I think it's 8 episodes. Yeah, 10 episodes. So we got 4 more to go. But this wasn't much going on in this one. It's just more or less them trying to figure out they want to go home. And in the last episode, one of those guys that lived in the house, because everybody lives in, there's a lot of people that lives in this big house. The guy wanted to go home, so he decided to go in the tree. But she was the girl that came back, that went through the tree, that got away and came back again. She said it don't always work that way. But he's like, well, you know what? He said something smart, Alec, and then he ended up being encased in this swimming pool that you see in the show that's by that hotel, and he got encased in it, and he was bleeding to death, and that's how that episode 5, it was called The Light of Day. And he ended up, at the end of the show, he ended up dying because he went through the tree, but it doesn't always take you out of the place. This show is a trip, man. Only thing is, I'm just trying to figure out why all this is happening. That's the gist of the show anyway. It's because you're just trying to. This is a good show, man. I love this show. I do watch this show called Penguin, but Penguin ain't got nothing on this. But they're 2 different type of shows. But this is my go-to show, to tell you the truth. It's just I just watch Penguin because I started watching Penguin, and it's a good show, but they're totally 2 different shows. But this is on MGM Plus, and then that one's on Max. Just see what I'm talking about? So all these streaming services have certain shows that are so good that there's so many people that spread out watching all their favorite shows that some of these shows like this, nobody's even noticing because they got streaming services, they got shows that they like. I've even heard people talk about, Tulsa King. I can't get into Tulsa King, but I heard good things about it. I had somebody else tell me about another show. I can't think of the name of it, and I was like, I'm not going to watch that, and I ain't going to watch it. So when I said something to people about From, I don't blame them for not watching From, because they're probably like, From, what's it all about? And I tell them, they go, I can tell they're like, they ain't going to watch it. But, and this might not be their show, but anyway, this show here is basically, it shows that one family, the chick that just got back, the Hispanic chick that's married, she's got the teenage girl that's smoking weed, and she's got the little boy. They're arguing. They was doing some serious arguing. That was in there, and then that one smart dude that drinks a lot, he's trying to figure out the bottles on these trees, because he found out there was another tree that had bottles. They got these different numbers. And then the boy's son's wife, they did an ultrasound, and they found out she's not pregnant. But she's eating this rotted food. I mean, she's consuming it. And then the guy, the butthead guy that was staying in the bus, he finally woke up, and he and those two doctor chicks that are together, that one of the girls said that he didn't like staying. He more or less told him he didn't like staying in that bus. So, she said he could stay there. So, he finally woke up. But I think he's gonna be like mad at Boyd, because he's mad. He's gonna be angry at Boyd because Boyd left him there with those creatures that come out at night, and they slice his face all the way to here. So that's a permanent scar for him. And then they slice the big gash in his neck. Why they let him live, I have no idea. But it's almost like they're trying to toy. It's almost like these things are toying with everybody and having them so upset. And the food shortage and all the stuff that's going on, they can't get out. And it's like I said, this one was called Scar Tissue. So, I'm telling you, man, this is a really, really good show. It's just, I don't know, man. Everybody's got all these, and you know what gets me? This is the 3rd season. I'm trying to figure out how far they can go with this. Because it's got some Lost vibes. You know what I mean? It's almost like people who made Lost. I bet you there's a couple people that was with Lost a long time ago. They're on this series, and they're the one that has something to do with this. I don't want it to be like Lost, though, because Lost lost me after a while. After episode 3 in Lost, I just couldn't get into it. I was just like, you're losing me. You know what I mean? And that was in Lost. I hope this don't do that. But the last but not least, this last episode, it's basically not much went on. It's just what went on is just the fact that they're just trying to figure things out. So there was nobody got killed or anything like that. You just had more character development in this one, which I like that, because it was, what I like about this is the fact that I was watching it and I never got tired. I never sit there and said, oh, is there going to be some more killing, or are those things going to come out? Because From is such a well-written series that when they do make their appearance, because I feel like if they were all time out killing and slicing and dicing, it would be boring. So when they do bring them out, it's when, and it's almost like these things play mind games. I'm just like, man, because I remember there was an episode where they did kill one of those things, but they never, Boyd wants to try to catch one. He wants to try to catch one. Like I said, I just like to know where they're going with this show, I need answers. We'll catch you later. God bless. Have a good one.